Hey Bearcat fans, welcome to another edition of This Week in Bearcat Athletics. I'm Matt Gaarder. Well, cold weather and snow usually means a few things at Northwest Missouri State. Fall sports seasons start to come to an end as we saw volleyball close out their season last week, and the cross-country teams will be in their regional competition this coming weekend. It also means both Bearcat basketball teams are on the game floor and participating in the 2014-2015 season. And of course, it also means playoff football starting this weekend in Duluth, Minnesota. More on all that coming up on This Week in Bearcat Athletics. A change in venue didn't keep the Northwest Missouri State football team from gaining a piece of its 26th MIAA championship last Saturday. With a game against Washburn moved from Arrowhead Stadium to Bearcat Stadium, the Cats took advantage of the home field, built a 17-point lead, and cruised to a 31-14 win over the Ichabods to earn another trip to the playoffs. Northwest drew the 5th seed in Super Region 3 and earned a first-round matchup at Minnesota Duluth this Saturday. Bearcat head coach Adam Dorrel says he feels his team is playing the type of football that will help them be successful in the playoffs.
Yeah, I do. I like where we're at mentally right now. I really feel good about our kids, their preparation and understanding how you have to play and how you have to prepare this time of year and the mentality you have to play in the weather. And so, I thought that was evident Saturday when we played, Washburn. And you go back and watch that game, my hat's off to Washburn. I thought that was one of the best games Washburn had played all year. So, I think that says a lot about their kids and their coaches to be having a little bit of a down year to come in here and play like that in that type of condition. So, I was proud of our kids, the way they handled that. And we just we're doing some really good things right now. The number one thing that I told them Sunday after the selection shows we've got to get rid of the turnovers. Duluth has had 6 turnovers the entire year through the course of their season, and we have to get rid of the turnovers. But other than that, I feel like we're continue to get better, and we're going to be healthy this week, and so we're excited about that.
It is expected to be cold in Duluth this weekend, as you would expect in northern Minnesota in mid to late November, and the experience the team has had over the last couple of weeks practicing and playing in the cold weather will help this weekend. Dorrel says when you look at Minnesota Duluth, they play a similar style to Northwest, run the ball hard, and use a defense that is stingy against the run.
They make adjustments really well in the course of a game. They see how you're playing a double team, and then they may pin and pull. They see they're patient. They're good with 2 or 3 yards. They're good with 2 or 3 yards. If they know out of that formation, that motion, they're setting up a good play action pass. So, I think they're very well coached. They know what they want to do. They believe in what they're doing. And I just think they're probably, from an execution standpoint, from tight end to tackle to fullback to their tailback, they don't make a lot of mental mistakes, a lot of mistakes in general. And so they're just, I don't want to use the word vanilla. They're not vanilla at all. They're just really good at what they do, and they do it each week, and they, believe in what they're doing.
The Bearcats had 21 players honored as part of the All-MIAA team this week, the most of any conference team, including the Defensive Player of the Year, Matt Longacre, who garnered the honor for the 2nd straight season. Saturday's game will kick off at 1 o'clock in Duluth. Northwest Missouri State's women's basketball team has started the season 1-2, dropping a pair of games to top 25 Division II teams in Wayne, Nebraska over the weekend before beating a top 10 NAIA team on Monday. In Monday's game, Bearcat senior Ariel Easton scored a career-high 30 points while hitting a career-high 8 threes, which was one shy of tying a school record for a game. The Cats are mixing a lot of new players, both freshmen and transfers, with several returning players, and head coach Michael Smith says they are seeing some early positive returns on what the team is doing.
Will, I like our energy right now. We've got some good upperclassmen that have really bought into what we're trying to bring to Northwest as far as our program and establish a culture here. And so I've been really, really happy about our energy out of the locker room. Our attitude has been really, really good. The effort's been there, and that's what it's going to continue to be there. We're struggling a little bit right now offensively, so we got to rely on our defense, which it's been kind of a blessing so far, is that everybody's bought into our defensive philosophy.
The Bearcat women's team will be home for the Winstead Reeves Classic this Friday against William Jewell College at 7 o'clock and Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock against Minnesota Duluth. The Northwest men's basketball team opened the season with a 1-1 record at home, losing to Minnesota State Moorhead Friday night before bouncing back to beat Upper Iowa at home Saturday. 4 different Bearcats averaged double-digit scoring through the first 2 games, led by Justin Pitts and Zach Snyder, who each scored 31 points in the 2 games combined. Northwest will be at the Hilliard Classic in St. Joseph this weekend, facing William Jewell Friday, before taking on Rockhurst on Saturday. Bearcat cross-country runners will brave the cold in Wayne, Nebraska this Saturday to run in the Central Region Championships. The top 4 placing teams and the top 3 individuals not on those teams will advance to the NCAA Championships in Louisville, Kentucky, December 6th. The Northwest volleyball team wrapped up the 2014 season with a 3-1 win at Lindenwood Saturday. Miranda Foster led the team with 18 kills, while Jackie Becker added 16 and Shelby Duran 11. Sarah Donatel had 50 assists for the Cats. Northwest finished the season with an 11-19 mark overall. They were 8-14 in the MIAA. That's This Week in Bearcat Athletics. I'm Matt Gaarder.